Real lively.
What the hell?
Down the trail. Just standing there taking a piss.
How far?
Not 100 yards.
Any others?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Holy shit.
And hey, I didn't kill him. I didn't kill you because my lieutenant told me not to. Aren't you lucky?
All right, up on your knees. Hands behind your head. Who are you? Oh, answer me!
Kershaw, Private. Peter, Christian States of America.
What's your unit? Where are they? Where's your helmet?
He lost it when I took him down.
Where's your rifle? You didn't have a rifle?
No rifle.
Threw it away.
Oh, you threw it away? Where's your unit? How far are they? Are they here?
I don't know. I left night before last.
You left? What, you're AWOL?
My name's Max Garner. I'm the managing director of Rapid Lemon Productions. We're an independent repertory company in Baltimore, and we are getting ready to open the third show of our 2019 season. It's called Crusade. It's a world premiere written by Bruce Bonafide, who's a local playwright, and this play is a futuristic, violent look at what might happen if the U.S. government is taken over by Christian fundamentalism and a civil war ensues. It's a violent story that will have some disturbing aspects for a lot of folks. And
Next does is I will slide this up, and then once it's done, this goes on for a while. You can take it out. Take the sound out.
Wow.
So
It's going out. It's fading out now.
okay. So then the chopper goes away, and then the normal light comes up, and I fade this back. We're gonna try to time it so it fades at the same time that comes up.
I love that for 2 reasons. A, I can still see the stage, and B, I love to see the lights on the walls.
Yeah.
I love watching the lights bounce on the walls. That's
Cool. Good. So anytime the chopper comes up, it gets the strobe light. And this is my slider to lift the stage. Perfect.
That's great. Yeah, look at those.
Thank you, Dennis.
I am surrounded by brilliance. You want me to hum?
You can go ahead. I'm going to set this up right after you get this
I'll
up.
get the final station.
You have 10 seconds. Surrender now and you will be forgiven. Surrender and you will be forgiven.
We started rehearsals the first week of July. So this was an accelerated rehearsal period. Normally when I direct a play, first of all, normally I'm a choreographer / director. I don't direct that many straight plays. I have, and I continue to, but my background is musical theater. So doing a play like this is a little outside of my comfort zone, but I love the material so much. And when we were looking at schedules and figuring out from the closing of my last show and the actors that I wanted to put into this piece, schedules, availability, we had 5 weeks. And 5 weeks was enough to get us where we are today. It does not look rushed. It's not a very long play, which helps. There aren't a whole lot of moving technical pieces. It's not, like we've got green screens and all of that, special effects and nothing. It's loud. We have a lot of sound cues. We also have some beautiful underscoring music and great lighting design. Terrific costumes, pulling all of that together, we were able to do in the time period allowed for 5 weeks. That's what it took.
Like 70,
73.
at ease.
I can see across the whole valley from here. There are helicopters everywhere, back and forth circling.
Circling what?
I'm not sure. I can only see across to the other side, not down to the bottom.
It's using a show queue system. Lets everything be able to run smoothly, sometimes together, control over volume, fading, and all that. Well, basically, it's a simple thing. Once you have the file already, because you would need to look for the sound file elsewhere, you can load it into the computer, and then you just can queue them up one after another, so they're all set up. So then, and if I wanted to do it, I can just hit the button, and it'll start playing the music ahead. Now some of these will fade right into the other as soon as the previous one ends.
Also program it to play projections. So whenever you say go, it'll either play a sound file or it'll cue a projection. So it's a pretty powerful program.
Yeah, it's very useful. And then at any time, either it'll all play through and finish, or I could just hit that button and it'll automatically all fade out there. And then you can just use the sliders to adjust basically the levels and things like that.
As rehearsals went on, each actor found more layers of their characters. The motivations got clearer in their own heads, which became more clear as you're watching them do this. Watching the characters develop. It's almost like watching kids grow up right before your very eyes. And now they're full-fledged adults. My work is essentially done at this point. I've got a wonderful, not just cast, but a really terrific crew. Stage manager, assistant director, lighting designer, sound props, costumes, fight coordinators, the people that I have helping all of us. We all help each other, and nobody works for anybody. We all work together, and the team is just outstanding.
The stage manager is brought on right after the director, I guess, is chosen. And the stage manager is part of the audition process. And once the cast is selected, the stage manager sets the rehearsals and makes sure that the director gets all the time they need to block the production. And then once the production it opens, the director has nothing to do with it anymore. The stage manager ensures that the production is performed every night the way the director envisioned it.
Any sign of the chopper?
It's full back, no sign at all.
Okay. Well,
Lieutenant!
we gotta, what?
I think I got something here.
Okay. Put him at the table and keep him covered. What?
Eyes are okay.
Oh, stop.
It's pretty strong.
Encrypted?
Hands on
No.
the table.
I mean, yes, but I don't recognize it. It's got to be there.
We'll run it through the decrypt.
Yes, sir.
Alright, if it's them, how far are they?
I can't tell.
What's your best guess?
I don't know. Judging by the strength of the signal, less than 10 miles.
Hey, how long?
It took me a while to actually hear it.
Yeah, I can't hear anything from the booth, so
I know.
I don't know.
Can you do something?
I bring it earlier.
No, I mean, I guess it was there. It was just really hard to hear, and I really like that music, so I'd like to be able
That's
to hear it.
a Max.
Max.
Huh?
There you go.
Oh,
Figured you were around someplace.
He's in the booth.
Yeah. Max, could you hear Mitch's music when it started? Or was that just me?
This cast was really easy to direct. They are all consummate professionals. I see the role of director as more of helping them find their voice in those characters. I have a vision for what the entire production should look like, but the actors actually have their own interpretation of the role. My job is to make sure that all of those roles mesh with the vision that I have for the production. And it was really, really gratifying at every rehearsal to see these people that formerly were just words on a page come to life in such a loving, brilliant fashion.
Get up. Hands behind your back, please.
And I get up.
Oh yeah, that's great, Lola. You're kind of masking the fact that you're giving it to him to hold.
I like
That looks good. Just be more direct, like, hands behind your back, then, make it a very direct thing. But we don't need to run it again for that. Let's do Der Slappen next.
Already much
Yeah.
I like feeling cafe.
Act in them.
Yes. Okay.
You're all the same. In the Garden of Eden, Eve led Adam astray and...
Great, yeah, that looked really good.
I did not.
All right, we don't need to do that again.
It's been hour 2. I don't be surprised. No.
Stage 2. Okay, next, let's just do, Steve, next we're just gonna do the little headlock bit for like 5-10 seconds, then move on from there. A fight captain is a member of the cast who, after the fight choreographer stops coming to rehearsals, yes, that would be great. After the fight choreographer stops coming to rehearsals, the fight captain makes sure that the cast is still following through with full physical life, full vocal life, and is able to do the choreography efficiently. Basically, I just help them practice the moves.
And keeps everybody from getting hurt.
That is also true. You should like this, Doctor. This way, you can't tell him about your book. He comes.
Whoa, hey,
Oh, God! Brick, God! Oh! Christ. Cheers. Nice out. Up. Out of here! Go!
You can't let him go!
And pull. Good. God bless you. Hey, God bless you, Stephen.
God bless us everybody.
That's okay.
I'm leaving now.
Okay, great.
I am a Marine. I was a Marine. And this will give, hopefully the audience, but it gave all my fellow actors a sense of what a gun is and what a gun can do, and also what the military is like. And for me, that was really important, especially with all the gun violence that's going on. It's what art should be. It's very controversial because the people that have taken over the world are the Christians, or the fundamentalist Christians, and but I can imagine that some people aren't going to appreciate the way that they're portrayed. And that's what art should do, is stir you all up. Take it that way. Yeah, that's it.
And for the camera is very different from actual martial arts. You need to know how to make something look painful, but actually be completely safe for everybody involved. And the more experience you have, the more stuff you get exposed to, and I would say that the more realistic the fights get over time. I actually practiced mixed martial arts for about 3 years, and have taken a bunch of seminars on fight choreography, weapon styles. So it's something I actually quite enjoy in the dramatic world and would like to do more of. And there are usually chapters in each state of fight choreographers, professionals who try to help each other out. And yeah, military fiction is one of my favorite genres, so I was eager to step up when I heard that this show needed a fight captain. Your exit, Kershaw, so you can do the drawing of the gun and just get that feeling down.
Yeah.
We're going to go from Lieutenant, God bless you.
Yeah, so you're actually over by your gun already.
Lieutenant, God bless you. Don't count on it.
No! Dr. Galen, is there time? Probably not.
I'm filthy again. Cool.
Look great distressed.
As it were.
Are you okay?
One more time.
One more time.
One more time.
One more time.
You don't have to, if there's any kind of touching or combating in a play, we're very concerned about the actor's safety. So fight coordinators actually train for stage fight ways to present stage fighting that are safe for the actors. And in this play, there are probably 7 fight scenes or fight moments. So Flynn is our fight coordinator. Before each performance, we do a fight call. So we run through each one, just so we identify any problems they may have, and we make sure that everyone's doing it correctly, so that the actors are safe. That's the biggest concern.
And also that it still reads well to the audience.
Well, yes.
As long as the main priority being that they're safe, but also want to make sure that it reads to the audience well.
Yeah, it's a whole school fight coordinator. It's a whole program that you go through to learn how to present it to the audience and how to keep the actors safe.
Professor Sidney Galen, who's the genetics professor who left the world 3 years ago and moved up to this cabin. And I am moralistic, and when the army comes and then a Christian soldier comes, I try to influence them and make them all leave so that I can preserve the textbook that I've been writing for the last 3 years. So, yeah. This play is, because of everything that's going on in the world, and we walk out with guns, and there's helicopters that come in and shoot and stuff, I think it's really timely and amazing. So, yeah.
She's like
73.
at ease.
Bitch, I can see across the whole valley from here. There are helicopters everywhere, back and forth circling.
Circling what?
Not sure. I can only see across to the other side, not down to the bottom.
Hey, what's down
See highway alongside it.
there? Route 348?
Yes, Route 348, yes.
And so, and this is the lighting board, and this is pre-programmed. It's an older board. The program is in the board, so it's a little archaic. It's not very user friendly, or but once you know, if someone that knows how to program the board is good at it, and it's kind of the same, follows the same principle as that the sound program. You just hit the cues as they come up, and they automatically execute. So the outputs from the lighting board, go to the lights that are hung, and they're programmable. Either come up or go down, dim, flash, whatever, pretty much whatever you want them to do. During a run, Paul here is the assistant stage manager. It's my responsibility to call the cues where they belong in the program. And so me being at the lighting board, I'll execute the lighting cues, and I'll let Paul know when. So the sound engineer, who was Max, the sound designer, he works with the director. He goes through the script, and he sees wherever there's a sound effect called out in the script, or wherever the director may want some. Like in this play, there's underscore music for different characters. So when a character is doing a monologue, Timoth wanted some underscore music, so Max found the music, found a music file, put the file on the computer, and then linked the program to that file. So then when I call sound cue 12, go, Paul enters or executes the cue, and then the music plays. And then it'll either fade out, or I'll ask them, or there'll be another cue to fade it out. So that's how it's programmed. You collect all the sound files, and then you link them to Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Same thing with the lighting panel. You just lighting panel is a little more complicated. I don't know how to program this. The lighting engineer does that.
Basically, it's a matter of hooking the actual instruments and hanging them up, hooking them into the circuitry of the system, which will then, in the back room there, hooks up to the board. Yeah. And then making sure the right channels are in place to the right lights. And then once it's hooked to the board, it's a simple matter of being able to control each one individually, of like how bright it comes, and once you do that, you can do a mix of them to set them at different levels that you would like for a particular moment. And then you can save that, so then as you're going through, and you can just hit a simple button, and it'll automatically transition from one setting that you save to the next. Smooth progression.
It's not a computer program. It's integral into the soundboard. So it's and it's like foolproof. Once you get, it's rock solid. These boards are solid. Computers can be a little finicky, but these boards are.
Mitch, do the Lord's Prayer a little slower. It was rushed tonight. Normally you're a little more paced with it. Take your time with that, because the music is great, and I love that. Just
there's music during that?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. You didn't realize that?
Yeah, there's music. There are chorus boys behind you with Cossacks with stuff.
You know what? Viennese boys play.
All right, that's no. Jesus actually appears behind you.
Yes, on a cross.
A little scary.
Lights on beginning of Josh's speech. I still couldn't see him that well. I think it's because he was pushed so far back from the table, though.
From up there, look. Should we move the table?
No, I just need to don't push so far away from the table when you do on your monologue.
Where do you want me to be? Do you want me to be in front of the table?
No. Just stay where you are. But your chair was like this far from the table. It was inordinately far from the table. So stay closer to the table.
So we light. I guess we light right here.
Yeah. And you were just outside. Because occasionally you would lean in or something, and I could see you. So just stay closer.
I'll move the table maybe 6 inches over.
Jesus will never forgive you.
I don't want to. You're not giving me a choice. I'm not going to sit here and let you murder me. You, up, over there, gun on the ground. Over there. You, up.
Heck, you're blocking my view.
Stay behind me.
Get up!
I want to see his face when he does it. When he realizes he's no better than the rest of us.
Shut up and stay there.
Okay. All you stay just like that. I'm not letting you kill me. I'm leaving. God save your souls. Drop it! Put it down! Hands up! Brick! Hey! I will shoot every last one of you! Get out of my way! I will shoot you, you heathen!
Let's go. It's not worth it.
You open that door now and we're dead. Open it now! Stop it. You shut up, don't you dare. Shut up!
Give us this day
Stop
our
it!
daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses.
Oh, please, no! He's not!
You see me come on board. Lots of them.
No! No! Don't do this! This isn't you! Don't do this! I'm not letting turn you to a murderer!
I'm here to kill Jesus, the fuck!
That's a soldier, Brick! A soldier!
What difference does it make? They all die. They all have to die. It's all I've got left.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Brick! God! Oh, Brick! Jesus Christ! Come on. Get the here!
Lieutenant, you can't.
Go!
You can't let him go.
I said get out of here! God bless you, Lieutenant. Yeah, don't count on it.
Names that might be to remember particularly are Bruce Bonifati. He is one of the most brilliant local playwrights that I've worked with, and is chair of the Baltimore Playwrights Festival, and before that on the board of the festival, and before that as a reader for the plays that were submitted. I've read lots and lots of plays over the last several years. He is definitely a playwright that you want to keep your eyes on and watch for anything he writes that gets produced, because it's definitely going to be worth your while to see it.